Today we have an abandoned 2013 Ford Fusion 1.6 liter turbo. This car was left abandoned for a transmission problem and it's been sitting here for about 8 months. When it got here, it was packed full of trash, and the story is that somebody was living in this car, and it does not smell very good at all. This, excuse me, this car does not smell good. I'm not 100% sure what's wrong with the transmission just yet, and this interior is destroyed beyond belief. I've seen some bad interiors, but this one definitely smells the worst, and it may be the worst. I've gone through the paperwork to get a title for this vehicle, so it's time to see if it's worth fixing. First thing we got to do is rip out this interior so it's bearable to even get in the car and try to start it and see if it drives. Because that is a pile of maggots right there. That is disgusting. I have a mask on, you see that it stinks. So what we're going to do is there's little tabs under here, under the seats here. You can see on my first person camera. I turn those tabs to the side and there should be another one. Oh God, it is so bad in here. Oh God. Woo. Oh my gosh, it smells so bad in here. Jeez. All right. Oh, what in the is that? Oh no. Now that we got the nasty blender out of the car, it's time to get these seats out. And getting the seats out is usually easier said than done. There's only 4 bolts that hold most car seats in, but getting them out of the car is the tricky part. Now these seats have side airbags in them that connect to the airbag module via the connector underneath the seat. So we got to disconnect the battery before disconnecting these seats. Now like I said, getting them out of the car is the actual hard part. Usually with the front seats, getting them out of the rear door works the best. The front door just sometimes doesn't open as much as it needs to be, and it's hard to get it in a position where you can actually get it out of the car. Now I have another car parked on the other side of this vehicle, so we're going to be pulling this passenger seat out through the rear driver's door. Usually you can just pull it out through the rear passenger door, and it's a little easier than dragging it across the car. But once you get the seats out, the carpet is nice and exposed, and basically all you got to do is rip it up. There's usually some things that attach carpet in a car to the flooring, but usually all it is plastic clips, and they come right out with just a good bit of strength. Now this carpet is probably the dirtiest part of this car, and we're going to take it all out, and I know there's still a good bit of trash sitting on top of it, but if we get it all out with the carpet, that's going to be less vacuuming we have to do later on. We're just going to simply take this carpet, dump it in the trash, and then try to vacuum it, pressure wash it, and see if we can get it to come clean. If not, we're going to have to buy some carpet. Let me know in the comments section what you would do if you were fixing this car up. Would you buy carpet or try to clean this carpet? Now we got to get the last piece of carpet out, and I'm not removing any trim to get this carpet out, so I'm just going to kind of rip it out of here and hope that it stays in one piece and I don't get stuff everywhere. Now that we have the carpet out, there's still a good bit of trash in this vehicle, just from what the carpet left over and what was possibly underneath the carpet. If you've ever wondered where that random piece of change went or that random piece of gum you dropped in between your seats, well, here it is. You can find it underneath your carpet or somewhere underneath your seat, and a guy like me is going to be vacuuming it out when you abandon your car eventually. I guarantee we found about $3.75 in change in this vehicle, and that'll be going to my savings account where eventually I will invest it in crypto. Now we have a good amount of dirt and grime left on the body of the vehicle underneath the carpet and the seats. That's what's causing a good bit of this smell. Just soda and dirt and nastiness all spilled underneath the carpet, just sitting there rotting in the nice hot insides of this car while it was sitting for the last 8 months. It smells raunchy, and we're going to try to wipe it out as best as we can before we try to fix this vehicle. As you see, it's not going very easily. We used a lot of disinfectant and a drill brush, and it's still being pretty stuck to the body of the car. Where is Dirty Jobs Film Crew at? Because this is a good candidate for it. Now, one thing I always like to have clean on my cars is the center console because it attracts the most eyes. And this one is nasty. It obviously had a lot of drinks or something spilt on it over the years and was never cleaned up. So we're going to be disassembling this whole thing and taking it apart. But for now, I'm just going to wipe it clean to where, you know, I feel comfortable being able to move this thing in the shop. Also, they left a good amount of grime and food by the cigarette lighter and this little tray back here, which is very nasty. Looks like there's a cigarette there as well and some nice old change. Alright, we got it running, which is good news. It still smells awful in here, but I sprayed it down with Ozium. Got a pile of dust just left us. I tried this car a few months ago, and it would back up nicely like it's doing right now, but it would not go forward. Let's see if it goes forward now. No, no forward move. Oh, and it slams really hard in reverse. That's really hard. Goodness gracious. Wow. Let's do that one more time. Woo! It's gotta have something broken in there. See what's hiding in this trunk here. Oh my gosh. Wow. You think this is the cause of some of the, what the? That's gotta be some of the smell, huh? It's like garlic in there. That is not. We got some old grape juice. That's, oh man. Well, I'll take the scissors. I don't know if any of that stuff is good. Oh my. That's what made me. That's a bent up square there. Oh, look at this bag. What's inside that? A nice level. That's actually a really nice level. That'll work. Keep that. And here's our bag of goodies we got out of the Fusion. We got a homemade funnel, a bent level. Well, it's not that bent. Got a bag of earplugs here. Got the bent square here. Not too square anymore. This is probably part of the car, so we won't count that. But we did get two nice extension cords, light duty extension cords, two of them here. Found those in there. And our, AC gauge. We got this smartwatch. It doesn't work. I don't know how to charge it. Don't know if I will charge it or not. Probably just toss it to the side. Got some Bluetooth headphones here. We got these cones in case you want to go play some football, And then a nice screwdriver. Probably the most expensive or cheapest thing in the bag. A Ryobi electric, I would say this is a nail gun. Probably shouldn't stare right down in that barrel, but. And then we got a hard hat, which is nice, that'll be handy. We got this big old chisel here, heavy duty. There's all our goodies. That's everything we got out of this, besides the trash we emptied. I think any of these canned goods are good anymore. Well, they might still be good. We might donate it here. Yeah, it's 2025. They're still good. We donate some of this stuff here. That is nasty. 2027. Product of Mexico. Whole grain pasta. June 2024. That's good too. Well, we're gonna donate this food, I guess. Now that I can actually sit in this car without getting nauseous or dizzy from the smell, I feel comfortable enough to remove the transmission and see what's making this thing not go forward. And some may say what I did is a lot of work to a car that doesn't have much value. And I would say in return that value is all about perception. Some will see this car and instantly think of scrapping it right away, but I see a car that still has life to give and some reliable transportation. Somebody will pay good money for this car when it is clean and driving good. And yes, it may be just one step up from walking, but if you've ever walked to work in the cold, you will know it doesn't matter what a car looks like. As long as that thing fires up, stays warm, and drives, you'll be happy to drive it every single day. In my next video, we will be removing the transmission, taking it apart, and seeing exactly what is causing it not to move forward, and maybe seeing if we can find that harsh clunk in reverse. Subscribe to my YouTube channel so you do not miss any part of it, and you can also follow me on Instagram and Facebook where I post weekly content. Thanks for watching, and whatever you do, however you do it, make sure you stay dirty, make sure you work hard, and most importantly, make sure you play hard. You can just call me Eddie.